Hey, Tim Sykes here. Just wanted to do a quick video lesson, and I'm recording this probably earlier than I've recorded any other video lesson lately. Usually I'm busy trading. I probably should be trading right now, but it's important for you guys to see these morning spikes, whether they succeed, whether they fail or not. Too many people just trade randomly. And right now, I think the single best time of the day to trade is at the market open or near the market open, whether you're long or whether you're short. There's two opportunities here. You can try and buy the morning spikes, or you can try and short the failed morning spikes. But this pattern is the single best pattern that I see because we've seen so many stocks go true supernova. If you remember, I guess the best example of my own trading is BGI a few days ago, where I bought it right in here at $1.20-ish, and it went to 5 within a few hours. I did not expect this, and I sold, I made my 20%. I didn't make 400%. But the fact that this happened helps you understand what kind of a market there is right now. TRCH also did something similar where it went from 60 cents to $1.80. There was another one. I can't think. There's too many. Let's talk about today specifically. Near the market open, you should be in the chat room, okay? There are over 1,000 traders talking about potential morning spikers, and you need to be aware of all of them because any of these plays can go true supernova. There's a lot of nastiness and hatred with penny stocks, obviously, but when a stock can triple in a few hours, I don't see how you hate on that. I'm very grateful for each and every supernova or low float runner, SPU actually is another one that's going today. SPU, I should mention, spiked pretty big a few weeks ago, right in here, and it went from $1.70 to $4, and now it's kind of closing this little circle. So today, this is a very nice morning spike, and I missed this because I was busy with other plays, but this is just an example. You're buying, ideally, the stock when it's making new day highs. And you remember that this is a recent runner. I don't want to buy just random stocks, but recent runners have a higher probability of respiking because they're fresh in traders' minds, and they can, keep going. Short sellers are scared to short them because as a short seller, you should be scared because any of these can go true supernova. I really don't think that it's a good time to be a short seller. I know that short sellers can make money when these morning spikes fail, but we see too many of these plays that you don't think are really that amazing. I mean, BGI is a freaking jewelry store, and it goes supernova. And then today also it goes from 250 up to 290. So it's very tough to short sell when you can't identify your risk. Now that said, there are some short sellers with big accounts, people like Tim Grittani, where they know that most of these supernovas come back down, so they can afford to add to their shorts into every spike and build a position. Most of my students have just a few $1,000s. That's not a feasible strategy. You get like one shot to short, and if you're wrong, you got to cut losses quickly. You can't risk losing 20, 30, 50, 70%. So advantage goes to those with big accounts. This is specifically why I'm trading with a small account this year, so that I'm not tempted to partake in these strategies because, frankly, short selling these morning spikes is not a good strategy for people with small accounts. So it's very important that you recognize that. It's not just about being a good trader or a bad trader. It's about what's good for your small account or big account. And big account shorting is feasible because you can add to your position. It's very, very important that you understand that. The big account short sellers don't really realize it, that they have such an advantage because it's been a while since they had such a small account. I encourage everybody with a big account to go back to trading with a small account every now and then so that you can understand the perspective of the little guys. Although, most people with big accounts, it's like an embarrassment to trade with a small account, right? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so rich and so good. Whatever. As a teacher, I think it's fantastic for me to trade with a small account because I put myself in the shoes of my students. And BGI was a play that I was actually buying yesterday twice. I chased this morning spike a little too much in the 270s and in the 250s. In hindsight, which is always 2020, you should be long this overnight here in the 230s and sell into the morning spike. Again, stocks that spike in the past day or two, or in the past week or two, usually can spike again. So we see 2 morning spikes in a row on BGI. Yesterday, 220 to 3. Today, 250 to 3. Now we have a perfect double top. This reminds me exactly of TWER. I was buying this in here in the 260s. I didn't catch the initial breakout, but I took the meat of the move, and this was a nice nearly 50 cent a share winner for me. And then guess what? Day 2, I did not play it, but I want you to see the pattern. It spiked again, and then you have a double top. So TWER and BGI, I mean, 2 unrelated plays, but both are low flow potential runners and supernovas, and both have now spiked 2 days in a row, and they both had perfect tops. So short sellers can win if you short at the top